Guys, welcome back. This is it. The Stanley Cup. It has been such a long time for us. We've been waiting so long for this. Let's take a look at the team Vancouver has and just how they got to the Stanley Cup. It has been a long time since Philadelphia has won a Stanley Cup. Considering the regular season success that we've endured, pretty much the road is sort of similar to the Stanley Cup. We've been doing so well. We knocked out Washington, knocked out New Jersey, knocked out Tampa. Now 4-2 on paper seems like we sort of went away with it, but that series was closer than what that series score indicates. Vancouver has pretty much had their way. They've beaten Edmonton. They've swept Arizona. They practically swept Minnesota. Let's take a look at this team and where they're at. And they have a very strong defense. I would say their defense, all 4 stars. I mean, it's top to bottom. Their youth, I mean, they have a lot of solid players. Their oldest player is Rick Nash. He's still doing really well. They're just a really good team. They have a lot of pieces, a lot of 4-star players, and even a lot of 4.5-star players. And so, I think this team really doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, and they're led by Jonathan Quick. Now, Jonathan Quick could be, the downfall maybe. His contract is $3.5, not bad. He's 35 years old, but the thing is you look at Jonathan Quick. You could say he's their weakest aspect to this team, but he's still a 4-star goalie. So, you can look at it and say, yeah, he's their weakest part, but he still needs to be respected. He still has had quite a career in the NHL, and he can still get it done. So, you look at his career stats. I mean, just take a look at his history. In 2016, he won an award. He got traded a little bit after, a couple of years after, and then Vancouver traded him Vancouver traded for him from St. Louis. So he's bounced around a little bit after his success in LA, but he's still, let's look at his ratings. He's still a phenomenal goaltender. And to say he's the weakest part of their team is quite a story. So, for us, it's pretty much we gotta do it, man. I mean, we have all the pieces. Vancouver has a great team, and if we're gonna do it, let's go against Vancouver. Oddly enough, real quick point of note before we get into the game. Season ranking wise, we're pretty much exactly like them in terms of goals against. We give the exact same goals against on the power play. We're a little bit 10 goals, but shorthanded. The numbers outside of offense, it seems like defensively we're a little bit the same. But the big thing I want to point is look at the regular season, 94 points. They didn't have the best regular season, but they found their stride in the playoffs. So, Wells Fargo Center, Stanley Cup playoffs, Game 1. This is, as the Pro Series people would say, a biggie. This is it. Let's start off. Game 1, everyone's on their feet. Everyone's in the building. Giroux, some may say on his last leg, maybe his last chance to win a Stanley Cup with the Flyers, considering, let's a little bit of an ADD moment here, but let's just check. Definitely didn't want to pick on that. Lineup. Contract, 2 years left. Well, he's gonna have 1 year left at $8 million, and then he's done. Then he's gone. He may be traded in the offseason. He's 33 years old. 33 years old. Man, this is it. This is it. The core of this team has been kept together for a long time, and this may be their last hurrah. Who knows? We've stood with this team. Mason's no longer with us. Let's see if we can win one more hoorah for this team in their regular season dominance. Game 1 is underway. who is going to strike first. Shots are pretty much even. Vancouver's getting some chances, though, more than us. And they score first. Jamie Benn puts him on the board. But Voracek, who really hasn't been much of a scorer, he scores, oddly enough, from the blue line. So I don't know how that happened, but he got it done. So here we go. Now we're on to the second period. And was that Ben again? No, it wasn't Ben again. Okay. But we tie it back. We tied up. Travis scores. So at the end of the period, it is 2-2 with 2-2. Not a bad first game. PK shows up big for us. Still 2-2. All right, yes, we do. So on the power play, we will start OT on the power play. Can we do it? Yes, we do. Zucker comes in clutch for a Game 1 overtime win. And you'll see that period, the third period, we finally found our offense. I have to remember to change the shot chart. I'm terrible at that. And then finally, I can't see the shot, but Zucker puts it in. Great first game. I'm pretty sure that game, Vancouver, they struck first. And Voracek, his second goal of the playoffs. How much more of a timely first goal do you need to be considered a clutch player? So now we are on to game 2 at, I'm pretty sure we're playing at Wells Fargo Center, but let me just double check. Let me just double check real quickly here. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're playing at Wells Fargo Center. Okay. So, all right. The big takeaway is we finally scored on the power. We had one power play the whole game, and we finally scored. So, we really haven't been getting many power plays so far this series. But Voracek, his second of the playoffs is to tie Game 1 of the Stanley Cup. That is big. I gotta remember to change this. I'm sorry. So Vancouver really piling on the shots. You see the defense not clearing the puck that well. For us, they're allowing Vancouver to come in close. But somehow we hold it off. Now Zucker takes a penalty to end the first period. So let's see how this second starts off for us. All right, we kill it off. Shots. Oh, finally. Quick lets it in. Zucker continues his scoring touch for us. He gives us a 1-0 lead. All right. Here we are. Let's see. Can we hold it off? Kill the penalty. And we take a Game 2 victory. We go up 2-0 again to Vancouver. The defense, again, Evan has played so well. And, Evan's played so well. Zucker scores. And Zucker, we brought him in to be that scoring touch. Offensively, it's there. And we can go game by game real quick. I mean, you can just see, he was quiet. He had 2 games in Washington where he showed up, and then he just went dead quiet, and now he's really come alive. These past 2 weeks, he has really come out of his shell. A goal, a hat trick, back-to-back goals. I mean, I think he's just woken up, and it couldn't come at a better time for us. And I think it just shows, we're getting a lot of chances. But I will say it's been, we sort of talked about. It just seemed like the first 2 lines weren't really there, especially against Washington, a little bit of New Jersey. But it seems like Tampa and Vancouver, they have really shown up, and we're getting the plays. We're getting the scoring from the people we need scoring from, and the defense has really shown up. So now we're at Rogers Arena. Game 3 on the road. We left the Flyer faithful back in Philadelphia. Let's get the shot chart. And so on the road, Vancouver scores, but we immediately tied up. Zucker ties it up. This man in the Stanley Cup is living for it. He is living for it. Goals in the first 3 games. I mean, can you ask any more from a guy that you're paying $6 million to be that type of guy that he's been for us? So now, PK kills off 2 power plays. There you go. Vancouver is out shooting us by a lot. We haven't really registered a shot, but Loic puts it in from the point, a point shot, and we only had 3 shots that period. So, man, the third period, here we are. One more period, and we take a commanding 3-0 series lead. Horvat ties it up on the power play. Again, we're not getting the most shots right now, but you got to think, oh, with 10 seconds left, Kulikov robs it. With 10 seconds left, Kulikov takes the 3-2 lead and the game, a game-winning goal from the defense with 10 seconds left to take a 3-0 lead. That could be the dagger. 10 seconds? Is that Kulikov's? His 4th of the playoffs. Man, with 10 seconds left in the game, that has to be stunning. Let's see the shots that game by the period. They outshot us a lot. And I said, those are type of games where, like, if you can hold off the team and you get your chance and you finish, like, man, did they ever. And so now we take a commanding 3-0 lead. Man, can we do it? That would be huge. That would be amazing. To win the Stanley, let's not talk, just yet. Nothing's happened, but still, to take with 10 seconds left, and that was a game where, they fought back, we fought with them. That was amazing, just to come back, and now we're in a position where we can win the Stanley Cup, and we have to respect Vancouver's play because they do. We do have to respect their offensive talent. So this is it. This is game 4. I don't want to get too high up. Let's not. This is game 4. It could all end tonight, but I don't. The Stanley Cup is in the building. They got the T-shirts ready, but this could be a game where it could switch. If they get a blowout win, we come out flat because we're up 3-0. It could shift the dynamic of the series. We don't want to give them credit and allow them to push back. So this is a big game. This is a big game. We're going to start out on the road at Rogers Arena. We're going to sit in the first period. We're going to see just what can we do. Uh-oh. We're just going to give the game a second. Maybe we're just going to give the game a second. I don't know why this is not working. It's still stuck at 9:45. And stop. I don't know why. Let's simulate the end. All right, so we lose that game. So we lose 3-2. I didn't know why that was weird. Maybe I messed up. I don't know, but we lost. Let's see who. Savard scored to tie it to take the lead 15 seconds in the game. And then nothing. And then Ben Couturier. All right, so 3-2. not the end of the world. I don't know why the game sort of like, I don't know if I did something wrong. I mean, I hit stop and then I tried to get it going, but who knows? All right, so, you know, wait a minute. We're back at, oh, we're at Wells Fargo. Okay, yeah, we're back home, up 3-1 in the series. Let's hope this works, the simulation. Hopefully, you know, I hope the sim doesn't mess me up. Let's see. We can't score on the power play. Let's wait. Another power play. We can't get anything done. At home, man. What a way to win the Stanley Cup at home in front of the fans. All right, nothing. Shots are looking good for us, 10-4, but we need something. Let's see. Can we do it? Okay. Vancouver takes a 1-0 lead. Understandable. But the offense has to be there. Surely. The power play, 0 for 4. All right, there it is. Quick misses it. Zucker scores, but then, like I said, you know, that's sort of been our knack the whole series. We immediately give one up. Or the whole playoffs, mind you. All right, so we're down. Okay, we're going into the third, down by a goal. 0 for 5. Okay, Quick lets it in. Voracek scores his third of the playoffs. And then we give up another goal. We're out shooting them, though. Man. All right. Okay, that's game 5. We blow it. We blow game 5. So after going up, let me make sure I have this right. Going up 3-0, Vancouver has reeled off 2 wins. Now we are back at Rogers Arena. I don't need to make changes. I mean, I feel like we're good. Come on, guys. Let's get the first goal. We take a penalty to start. We kill it off. That's what I like to see. We give up another first goal. Bertanen. We're taking a lot of penalties in the first. But Silverberg scores. I don't know how we've tied this game up. Oh, and Couturier gets his 12th. Not 12th. I don't know what I was saying. But we take a 2-1 lead. All right. So I don't know how we give up 4 power plays. We only get 6 shots. But we come back and we take a 2-1 lead. So now here we go. Let's see if we can hold off. We have the lead. Power play, please. Nothing doing. This is it. Power play. 5-on-3. We can't do anything. And they score. Kelly Summers ties it up, and then they score on the power play. Oh, man. Bertanen. Wow. So it's pretty much going to game 7. Yeah, it's all right. We can just sim the end of this. I've seen enough. So we're going to a game 7 after taking a commanding 3. The Flyers offer me a contract. They offer me a Why are they offering me a contract extension when we're on the verge of game 7? Why would they do that? What's their offer? 3 seasons for 2 point. I mean, I'll take the 3 seasons for 2.1. I'll take that. We'll put that together. All right, the contract has been talked, but we have game 7. I mean, how can I be bothered to talk about the contract when we're facing game 7, Wells Fargo Center? I mean, yeah, Wells Fargo. I'm honestly a little nervous. The power play, I don't know. This is it. The whole season, the whole shebang has come down to game 7. Man. Let's hope. Let's hope. First period. back-to-back penalties. Oh, Horvat scores first in the final minute. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's here we go. Second period. Yes, we tie it up. Kulikov. Yes, we take the lead. Sean Couturier takes the lead. Please. Please. Okay, we get to the... Okay, the second period is over. We have a 2-1 lead. All right. I think we're just going to... Can we watch the full game? All right, let's go. All right, we're just going to send the period. I can't do this. Yes, we score 5-hole. The third line. Come on. We're going to do it. Yes, let's go. Yes, thank you. 0 for 3 on the power play, but somehow we find a way to make it work. After giving up 3 straight victories to Vancouver when we went up 3-0, we find a way to do it. Anisimov, I think, no, not Anisimov. What am I saying? Andreas gives us the go-ahead. Big goal. Bo Horvat, which Vancouver has done so well after we went up 3-0. Bo Horvat, Vancouver would take the lead. They would strike first, and they did in the final 10 seconds. Then we came back. Kulikov, and then Couturier, and Couturier has been so clutch. And Voracek, let's not forget, Voracek had his 20th assist, by far the most. And Andreas, a couple minutes into the game with Cooper adding an assist, gives us the 3-1 lead, and we would hold on. And I must say, the penalty kill, which has historically struggled for us, 0 for 5, didn't give up a goal, and we gave up like 3, I think, in the first period, if I'm not mistaken. We held off Vancouver, and Voracek gets 2 timely assists. And I think we've battled through so much. We needed some tweaking. We finally did it, and let's not forget Evan, who he has helped us get to where we are. We picked him up. We made the goaltending change, and even though we blew a 3-0 series lead, had to take it to Game 7, Wells Fargo Center. Evan led the team with 30 saves, only giving up 1 goal, which the defense, when we needed it to show up, we gave up 5 penalties. We killed them all off. You couldn't ask for a better win. We could have taken less penalties. The power play could have chimed in a little bit. But you know what? We got outshot in the first. We responded in the second. And then we battled with them in the third, but we got a crucial goal in the third. We also responded with those 2 goals in the second, and we outshot them. We responded to when they outshot us in the first 14-7, we came back and outshot them 14-8, and we scored 2 goals. Man, the team showed up, and we are the Stanley Cup champions. Finally, after winning it what feels like such a long time. It's been such a battle. It's been so tough for us. And it's been just so tough. It's been so tough. McDavid wins the MVP. At 2020, the 24-year-old has won the MVP. Verana's going to free agency. He won't be back with Washington. Varlamov signs with the Blues. Let's just get into some things right here. Sean Couturier won the plus-minus award. I know they don't have the rights, so they don't have the official names for these. But Savard is the winner of... David Savard is the winner of the playoff MVP for us. He was a 30-year-old. the 30-year-old excelled over all the others in the race for the league championship. And a statement said the award is just another example of the immense value that David Savard has for our organization. Salary cap has been extended by 10% during the off season. The big thing was, this is the big little note that we have for us. Philadelphia is in celebration mode. The Philadelphia Flyers clinched the Stanley Cup today over the Vancouver Canucks, sending the fans into delirium. Won a 3-1 in the deciding game at Wells Fargo Center. Within seconds, the popping of fireworks could be heard across Philadelphia. The title caps the season in which the Flyers went 56, 22, and 4. Obviously, the Stanley Cup is always your goal, but we caught a few lucky breaks here and there, and we've always kept our eye on the end game, which is very true. Trotz got picked up mid-season, which you don't really see. He came in, and even though Savard is even though he's the playoff MVP for us, I think if you go to the roster and just check offensively, you can check those, playoffs. You get 20 assists out of Voracek. Savard, 16. 4 goals, 12 assists. He's one of the top. But really, I got to say, Zucker scored so many goals. Morardi, Couturier. The scoring just in the times that we were able to get it was stellar. And so we won the Stanley Cup. It's great. It caps off the season. You look at the history. We finished first. I don't know if this is regular season or in the Eastern Conference, because I know we've won the President's Trophy quite a bit. So I don't know if this is overall in the NHL or in the East, but we finished, first, and we've been our points. This was our most successful season, and it almost didn't look like that. If you look at the point when we brought in Trotz, we really turned it around, and we really hit a good pace for us. And coming up, we have some decisions to make. We have Seth Jones, Luik, Travis is going to be up. We also have Savard, who coming off the playoff MVP, he's 3.5. Do you bring him back? We have some decisions. Lawton, we have some. It's going to be a big offseason for us. And, Savard, we initially, if you look at his history, we traded for him. Back in 2017, we made that decision. I think that was the year we won the Cup. Yeah, it was, because we won. And then it took a long time, for us to get back there. For almost 3 years, and he won playoff MVP. And he should be very happy. And so we have a lot of decisions to make. Obviously, we're not going to make them in this video. But he is up, and he is going to want a nice payday, especially for what he did for us in the playoffs. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. Just everything came together. I'm really, I think Trot should get Coach of the Year to come in. And, he came in and he did better than I ever envisioned, Trot's doing. And he has the franchise on a great road to success. And so Couturier is the best defensive forward to add to his plus minus. He gets the best defensive forward. Vancouver Vancouver wasting no time. And Vancouver a day after is acquiring Frank Corrado from Toronto to booster that defense. I think they've seen something, and they're wasting no time. So I'll leave it here, guys. Enough stuff has gone down. It's just crazy. We win the Stanley Cup. The next day, Toronto makes a big trade. But nonetheless, Morardi, the defense, the goalie, Evan played well. Voracek, he may not have scored like we want him to, but 20 assists is nothing to sneeze at. Zucker, had so many timely goals that I would probably put him in, real quickly. I would probably, you could argue Zucker could be your playoff MVP. Let's just go to the game-by-game stats for this man. He really came alive when we needed him to. He had an assist in the game 7. He had a goal. He had 4 goals. He had 4 goals against Tampa. I mean, he really came on, and these were timely goals that we needed him to score. They weren't just throwaway goals. So, we signed him. You look at his history. We picked him up. We tried the trade for him. We gave up Shen. I'll remember that trade. We gave up Bone Jenner. We gave up some pieces for him to get him because we wanted him to be that scoring touch because we didn't need Shen any longer. I think that also... No, so that wasn't the year that we won the Stanley Cup. I think that was coming off the year maybe we won the Stanley Cup. But nonetheless, we win it in 2021. Couldn't be happier with the team we put together. I'll leave it here, guys. Let me know your thoughts. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I am Sully. Take care, and I'll see you maybe in the next Franchise Hockey Manager. I'm going to make a goodbye video to Franchise Hockey Manager 2 because coming Monday, I will have Franchise Hockey Manager. So I'm posting these videos up tonight. I don't know when I'll do my Franchise Hockey Manager 2 farewell, but nonetheless, I will be doing a video saying farewell to Franchise Hockey Manager 2. I'll leave it here, guys. Have a good one.